Hello, everybody. Breaking news here in Bachelor Nation. It's Dave Neal, stand-up comic and host of Bachelor Nation News. Becca Kufrin says, Party of 5 coming September 2023. Little baby, we can't wait to meet you, hold you, and watch you grow. We already love you to the moon and back. Love, Mom and Dad. A shocking day for baby announcements in Bachelor Nation. Becca Martinez just announced she's having a baby. Now, Becca Kufrin as well. Congratulations to Thomas and Becca here. Follow me on Instagram at DNeals. Patreon.com/Dave Neal for behind-the-scenes live streams. Look, I just went to go get my hair cut. I come back and we're having kids. I didn't think we'd have more buns in the oven, but here we are. And I gotta be the first to tell you, I'm not kidding. I thought they were having quadruplets. I thought those were 4 kids. I didn't know you got multiple angles for each. I don't know. I was like, all right, there's Timmy, Tommy, Droopy, Saggy. So here they are. And of course, the corgis is what she meant, the corgis. So let's watch this reel here. It's a carousel of photos, 2 dogs, 2 happy adults, and a baby, 1 baby in there. Oh, look at that. I love this. Isn't that the best thing? Oh, they got the baby shirt. I love, we got to pause on it with the Thomas kissing the belly. Just wild there, and how adorable. I could cry. Oh, we got a video. That's a heartbeat, folks. There it is. That's a good looking baby. Is that baby 6'8"? Is that a 6'8"? That's a tall baby. Of course, Thomas is a tall man, and a tall baby they shall have. So very nice announcement. Very happy for them. Just surprised. I don't know why. I mean, I'm no traditionalist, you know. Their relationship moved at a pretty healthy speed here, in all good things. I'm happy for them. I hope they, there it is. There's the kissing the belly photo. You got to love that. Bachelor Nation is shocked right now. I wasn't shocked about Becca Martinez. They already had a couple of kids, you know what I mean? But here we have a surprise story to end the hump day. And speaking of hump day, we did the dang thing. Gabby Windy, congrats. Becca Tilly, what? OMG is what Becca Tilly says. Let's get the OMG button ready to go.
Oh my
Katie
God.
Bigger says congrats. Justin Glaze, Pilot Pete, Tia, Abigail, Susie, Hannah G, 2 Black Girls, 1 Rose, Andrew Spencer, Bachelor Data, Brian, Caroline, Michael, Mikey Planeta, Danielle. Just about everybody is so excited for this happy little family. And I tell you what, the dogs already knew. The dogs probably let them know. We all know this. A huge part of a dog's brain is devoted to analyzing odors. Dogs are able to pick up on different scents resulting from chemical changes, cancer, insulin levels, bombs, drugs, a person's menstrual cycle, and even pregnancy. Guys, wouldn't it be nice if we could smell things like, the menstrual honey, are you having a kid? You know what I mean? We're just dumb. We don't have access to our senses, but dogs certainly do. So how early can a dog sense pregnancy? That's a solid question. I love to learn things here. While we can't know for sure the exact moment a dog senses pregnancy, we do know that not much gets by the canine nose. Although your pup can detect a change in scent, it's unlikely he comprehends the reason for the change. What he does understand is that something is different, both on a physical and behavioral level. So either way, happy for Becca and Thomas and the kid and the dog and everybody. And Becca and Thomas, a relationship timeline from Bachelor in Paradise and beyond. Let's just go through the timeline real quick. Look, honestly, some people decide to have kids, some people don't. Some people have trouble having kids, some people don't have trouble having kids. Some people have a lot of kids. How come it's always the idiots that have the most kids? Not you, but I'm just saying. 3rd time's a charm. Becca found love with Thomas Jacobs after deciding to give romance on reality TV another shot. This is what Bachelor in Paradise needs. A former lead. This is what the show is built upon. Get out there, go to Mexico, get knocked up under a palapa, come back here, pay taxes in California. So here they are. And of course, she was like, look, I'm going to go to Mexico. I'm going to have some margaritas. I'll gain a couple of Instagram followers, whatever. She detached herself from the outcome. It's almost as if Bachelor in Paradise puts a little bit less pressure on specific couples to work out that crazy things can happen. And of course, they didn't even leave there together, but they reconciled shortly thereafter. The former bachelorette was previously engaged to Ari. You remember him? The man who took PPP loans and then started an app from his second vacation home in Hawaii. Oh, he's had enough kids. He's got a lot of kids. Each kid's a tax write-off. The government's going to be paying him to stop having kids pretty soon. Despite being a little gun-shy at the thought of falling in love on a reality show following 2 failed engagements, Becca, by the way, 2 failed TV TV engagements, not exactly failed engagements. This is not real life. It'll be a real kid. Becca Kufrin arrived on the beach 5 days into filming. While it wasn't love at first sight, she eventually fell for Jacobs, who fans met during season 17 of The Bachelorette. And as we know, Thomas had a rough go on Bachelorette. You know, he was asked, hey, would you be the Bachelor if given the shot? And he's like, yeah, I'd be the Bachelor if given the shot. And it's like, Thomas said he would be the Bachelor if given the shot. And he's like, yeah, that's exactly what I said. Well, you can't speak reality here. You'll get it used against you. So they made him out to look like a villain, mainly because he was tall, successful, and good looking. And the other men couldn't compete with that. So they threw Thomas under the bus. But his true character shined through. He wasn't falling for the bad edit, and he just became a household name in Bachelor Nation. We talked for maybe 5 minutes, and at the end of the conversation, he said something along the lines of, he called me a declined credit card, the Borden founder recalled during an October 21 appearance on the Talking It Out with Bachelor Nation podcast of meeting Jacobs for the first time. He was like trying to flirt and be kind of smooth and funny, and it just came out wrong. That sounds about right. Thomas is kind of a nerd in that way, respectfully. He's not some smooth guy. He's just a tall guy who's as nerdy as everybody else is when it comes to trying to talk to pretty women. Pretty women walking down the street. The pair were able to overcome their awkward first encounter and form a strong relationship while filming in Mexico. So strong, they're having a child. After a brief breakup during the show's finale, which I believe to be fabricated, the two made up off camera and started dating outside the spotlight. Yeah, as we know, the producers decide who's going to get married and who's not, and they weren't ready to get that far because they're mature adults and they didn't want to rush the process. Of course, why would Becca want to rush to the altar, having seen the way it worked out on the show previously? We came back home and had to explore that on our own away from the cameras. But in that moment on the beach during the finale, I think that was game-changing for me, Becca explained. Because I have really never had somebody fight, I would say, like tooth and nail to want to keep a relationship with me. The Bachelor Happy Hour podcast co-host later revealed that she called her mom shortly after connecting with the California native and told her how hard she fell for Jacobs. I was like, Mom, I think I want to marry this guy, she told listeners during her joint podcast interview in October 2021. It's the first time I've ever actually said that out loud. Wait, hold on. This was summer of 2021? Okay, yeah. For some reason, I thought it was this past summer. Hey, time doesn't really exist in Bachelor Nation, right? Jacobs, for his part, said he has asked Becca Kufrin in multiple text messages about the type of ring she would want when he proposes. It's something we've talked about. I mean, I don't want to spend my life with anybody else. The Lovebirds didn't give an exact date as to when they rekindled their romance after leaving Mexico, but both stars confirmed they were back on after the show's October 2021 finale aired. Wasn't that a fun time in Bachelor Nation? We sleuthed out through Reddit detective work that he was actually being interviewed from her place. They matched the decor together, the hanging towels, the charcuterie boards. I mean, real solid work there. I feel safe with you, as if nothing could ever go terribly wrong. The real estate broker wrote via Instagram, thank you for being someone who I can put my trust in. Someone who would never hurt me, someone who would never push us away. And there they are, folks. Pre-Bachelor in Paradise fans met Becca on season 22 of Bachelor during the season finale. Ari proposed to the former public relations specialist, but later called off the engagement and moved on with runner-up Lauren. And you could say it worked out for him. He made the right move in the end, and I'm sure Becca's happy that that's how it worked out, although it was a brutal, probably most dramatic scene I've ever seen, Ari and Becca. And of course, she has moved on in a very nice way. So anyway, Thomas joined Bachelor Nation during Katie Thurston's season. And of course, like we said, accused of being there for the wrong reasons, which you can't blame Katie for. She got faulty advice, she got faulty information from the other guys. The old, you know how that all went. Anyway, so they did it, folks. They've made a baby. They're making a baby. They're having premarital sex. Whatever. I don't know. Just how dare you? Was it worth the wait? Okay. Uncle Dave is here if you need me. Thomas, I'll watch the kid. I'm good with kids. We'll just plop them down. I got a baby Bjorn and we'll make some content. If anyone wants to support the channel, go to Patreon and check out all of the behind the scenes content. I've got an interview coming out tomorrow. Patreon.com/Dave Neal. If you want to watch it now, my interview with Susie Evans, you can on Patreon. Otherwise, you'll check it out on Bachelor Rush Hour. The podcast is live right now. We have a brand new episode out for you every afternoon. And we'll be back tomorrow with more content. Bye, everybody. Congrats again to Dad and Mom, Thomas and Becca. You guys are going to be great parents.